All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. It's hauled in by Dodson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Thompson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, on. Yeah, 52.
Right back to it on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Let's go, 15. Regular. Left.
Smith on third down. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To the air again, Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doctson, 35 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Watson on 1st down. He's got Fuller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Hey, on.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. And it's 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, on.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that's complete to Brian Quick. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Hey, on. Settle down, huh? You guys got 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Here's Smith now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Black 22! Black 22! Tiger, tiger, tiger! Tiger, tiger, tiger!
On second down, here's Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's got the completion of Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Watson looks to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. And here come the Redskins now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Smith again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Play action. It's Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw on second is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw on second down. Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. A good pickup there at 22.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together.
And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Well, it's a Gruden family trait to be aggressive, and Jay's going to go for two here. Throwing again is Smith. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Back 22.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Watson now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Here's Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Down. Black 22. Black, push.
To the air yet again, Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Watson now to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases. To amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Black 22. Black.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that's incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Back now in Houston.
Let's go. Let's go, 15. Hey.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing on third down, Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Richmond.
To throw is Watson. To throw on 2nd down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Richmond.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Smith. Flushed out right. A deep ball for Dotson. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Off of play action. Here's Smith. He finds Quick. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
35.
They run here with Thompson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
12.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Hey, on. Let's go.
Throwing now, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Caught here by Griffin. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that part.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time is going to run off the clock.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Richmond.
On 1st down, Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was looking there for Bruce Ellington, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Watson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.